Welcome, Feeble Talk, episode 11. The one and only Cory Nastazio is here. Nice to see you, sir. Nice to see you. We do have some clips of him riding.
No mic?
No mic. We got the full setup. I don't know if you noticed, but you're in a green room.
I'm not really sure what a green room means, but it's fucking definitely green.
But yeah, we got some clips of you riding. It happens to be you're riding a horse.
Beautiful.
So, not a BMX bike. Many people don't know that you apparently are really good at riding horses as well.
Oh my God, look at the rhythm. That is amazing. Side saddle. Those are tricks.
Do they have trailer park, or do they have horses in trailer parks where you grew up?
No. I had a ranch. My mom and dad, they were super rich, and they had like 14 horses, and I was in the middle of nowhere. And they were busy doing the business, and I was bored, so I just grabbed the horse and started doing shit like this. Look at this, bro. Fucking picture me 11 jumping over fences with no hands, bareback. You know?
It's amazing. So now you know. Now you know.
I gotta top that one. That was funny.
That was spur of the moment too.
But I'm actually, dude. I'll fucking go to the racetrack and I'll race a thoroughbred in the fucking Kentucky Derby right now still.
Well, let's choose some backgrounds. So I am remembering this time. So we're gonna come out swinging with the first background.
Dude, I look like I look so old and ugly in that thing.
Well,
I think I'm. There we go. Now we're talking. Holy shit! Damn, bring it back.
Let me move my knee. My knee, so you can see what's actually going. And then I'll.
Where did you even?
And then I'll block it
find
again.
That, bro. You know who I lived with in that apartment doing shit like that? Chris Duncan.
Duncan, yeah, that's Chris Duncan clothing ad.
You ever heard of him?
Yeah, I have. I'm sure you'll hear from him after this, solely based off of this image. So we're not using that one, so that's not gonna happen. So then we got the
Keith Mulligan,
the old 1997 Superman, and then the updated ride covers. Those are the two that you had, right? I feel like you had Transworld BMX ones and stuff.
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I have.
And that's a tail whip too, huh?
15. I might have more rides than that. I had more rides than that.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Mark Losey gave me a couple covers like back in the day.
Which cover's uglier? They're both pretty.
Well, fuck, they're both pretty bad.
I mean, it's amazing that there's a.
That one's in all the Vans shoe shops in the mall.
Oh, the Superman.
Yeah.
Or the tail whip.
That's
one.
the one Vans uses. So I bring my kid in the store and say, look what your dad used to do.
What's the next one? We got 8. Oh, jeez, I got it. That's you. I think this may be in Japan or something. The Haro tour. Just flexing for them.
Oh my God, what a fucking badass.
Next.
You're trying to make fun of me. I'm like, that's beautiful.
Yeah, you're owning it, dude. You and the man,
there
Steven.
Is.
And I'm blocking you.
Yeah.
So I suck at, I'm like really bad today. So Trailer Park Mansion.
Holy amazing.
Yeah. That one's pretty good.
What the fuck? Where'd you come up with that?
What else? Oh, and then it's you lounging. We can't really see it. That's not.
Those are not my legs. I know that.
I know it's not. But it's good to have goals for the future.
Just RVs and trailers all around me.
And then the yard. And it's green right now. This is an old photo.
Ta-da.
That's the old photo.
Wow.
That's the last one, I think, right? Oh, one more. Oh, steezy photo from Jeff.
Down girl.
So, which one's your choice? Besides the first one, they can't have a first one.
For what?
For the background, you get to choose a background. You get to own it for the next.
A background.
One of those images is the background.
Okay, let's go. I like that Trailer Park Mansion.
The Trailer Park Mansion.
That is.
Let's do that.
Incredible. I mean, times are tough.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
And fucking, if I had that, I would feel
like you made it.
Fuck yeah, I would have made it. Look at that thing. I put my wife way upstairs. Give the kids each their own fucking room trailer, and then I'll be on the bottom.
Yeah. I think that works.
If they need me, they can just text me.
Maybe you can make that happen, or you just throw something at your window or something. I feel like that's probably way to go with the trailer.
That
park
is so cool, though. Really.
So now we have the background. What have you been up to? You rode trails this morning in the boonies of Riverside, FOD.
FOD trails.
Which is not close. That's a solid hour and a half drive from here.
About 40 minutes, 45. Yeah. No, I've been digging. It was winter time. My trails always get snow on them, and they pretty much crumble. And then I have to build them up. And I went to the East Coast last year, did a trail trip, and all those guys, the cosmetic, just the look of the jumps.
Yeah.
Not even down. I'm a down the middle guy, so I'm like how it feels down the middle.
Yeah.
And a lot of people these days, they're just cosmetic. They're like the corners, the backs, just everything's real pretty.
They're like the TNA, and they're the whole girl.
So that rubbed off on me. I'm not gonna lie. Last year, like in November, I was over there, or October, and I was like, I'm gonna go home and build my yard up this year, and I'm gonna make it cosmetically beautiful. So I did the best I could by myself because I didn't have one fucking friend helping me. Not that I really want. When I dig, I like to dig by myself, get in my zone, classic rock, and just hammer it down, and not have anybody overspray me with the hose or fucking put a buck in a lip. It's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's torture, but I know at the end of it, it's gonna be the way I want it. So that's really
the OCD comes in, and you just make it
like
perfect.
you said with the car, like you're fucking toothbrushing the paint off of it to
Yeah.
get a certain look. I mean, that's me, you know.
So but those are in Tehachapi, and that's like 3 hours away. But you're living with the fam in Oceanside, so you split time, or what's your?
My wife is incredible. She's actually she's not my wife yet. We're getting married September.
She's not your wife?
Not yet.
Jesus.
Kids first.
All right, go ahead.
Whatever. So yeah, my wife is awesome. She lets me do my thing, and then she figures it out. She got her sister, she got her family, she got a lot of people helping her. So helps me out where I can just go get lost for a week up north and ride, and then I come home and then I play daddy, and and then I have my kids' football practice 5 days a week, games on Saturday. So I fit that in. I mean, like I was telling you earlier, like I'm just juggling like family life and riding still. And I have a couple other jobs to make money because, I'm just not much money in BMX. And obviously I'm not winning contests, so it's just different. And
So are they like hustles, or are they like actual like?
They're jobs. They're real like jobs. I'm tinning storefronts. Like this whole building, I could come here and tint it like a car window. I put film on it, so if someone graffitis it, I rip it down. My buddies own the business, and they got me in it. Yeah, and they're making great money. I mean, so they threw me in there.
Come and go as you please type stuff.
Well, when they book me on a job that they'll need me on, it'll be, they'll tell me in advance, and then and I'll bang it out, and it's good money, so I don't mind it. But from crashing all my life, actually having a job now, my knees hurt, and from standing on my feet up and down the scaffold, all that tedious stuff, and I'm really sore. I'm like, dude, and I only do it part time here and there, but I realized, like, man, when I really need a job full time and I'm done with everything else.
Yeah.
It's gonna be brutal for me,
It's gonna be
man.
a weird
like
transfer.
Real life, like walking up and down a ladder like for 8 hours is fucking brutal.
I mean, because you've been a pro for 20 plus years, 21,
Yeah.
22.
Yep.
So it's like,
I'm beat up. I've had four ACL surgeries on the same knee. I've collapsed lungs, been in comas for a month at a time, like 1 month in a coma. I mean, I pretty much died and come back.
That was a car crash.
Yeah. I pretty much died and came back to life a couple times. And I'm just beat up, man, but I feel great. I drink vegetables. I don't eat bread. I go to bed at 8:30. I'm up by 7, and I work out, ride a road bike. I'm doing all this fucking old guy shit, but I feel great. But
you're a lifer, you're a BMX lifer no matter what. Like it's BMX. You're gonna ride BMX until.
I don't know. My girl just said, "This is your last year, right?" She legitimately said, like, "This is your last year, babe. Like, this is your last year." And I was like, it makes sense to like channel my energy in a direction where I'm making money. If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. And I'm fucking going huge.
Yeah.
For peanuts.
Yeah.
And dirt's not as big as it used to be, so there's not that many events to even whatever. So she's got a good question, and I was like, I asked myself, I'm like, I mean, I don't know, like at 40, I'll be in a year, I'll be 39 in 11 days, but you're supposed to quit fucking riding bikes and doing backflips, right?
At some point.
Not good at shooting, photos or tech savvy at all, so there goes that. And there's no other sport I like.
Yeah.
Other than BMX. So am I a lifer? I mean, I'm getting better with age. I just can't. I'm on like a no fall zone. So if for instance those contests this year, like those kids I was competing against, they're doing within 15-minute warm ups, they're doing 3-flip no hander, fucking to barrel roll, fucking front flips. I don't even know what these tricks are they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're landing it on first sets with like a 10-minute warm up.
Well, but in that sense, even the Atlanta one, like you gave up on that contest.
I did.
So, but you could have made finals because it's not like every single super pro was there, but you were just like, yeah, I'm over it.
I
could tell. Obviously, I could tell. You could tell. So.
I mean, no, yeah.
Maybe we'll probably splice in the footage a little bit later, but I mean, obviously the you were chilling.
I went there because they invited me, Sean from Monster, and I love Jamie Basswick on the mic, and it was a cool event, and it was dirt, so I wanted to be a part of it. It was kind of local, so I went to them, but I wasn't really going to them like, fucking, I'm gonna throw down here. Yeah. I'm gonna ride. If I feel good, I'll just ride. You know, that's what I do.
But that's like I have this conversation with people over the years, and it's like people don't want to see you like do a 360 triple whip. They want to see you do like a Superman, you know, like, but that's okay. Like, and that's like I know you're ultra competitive, so it's probably hard for you to like not progress in a lot of sense, but it's like you got to find your happy zone and keep doing what you do.
When I ride dirt in my yard, it preps me to go anywhere, anytime, and be on point and just drop in and do whatever I got to do. But that was like in the wintertime. It was like January, and I wasn't even really riding. It was kind of my downtime, and it stuck.
And
it was
the contest in Atlanta. The contest in Atlanta was 2 jumps, and they were box jumps too. So
it's 2 jumps, and you know, I'm just not hungry for that. And my salaries aren't going to go up. I'm not going to buy a house. I'm not going to buy a fucking Ferrari at $3,000 for first, and I could potentially wipe myself off the face of the earth. I mean, Scotty Cranmer, fucking, you know, Stephen Murray. I mean. At this point, watching BMX for so long, I've been so fucking lucky. Yeah. And if I'm not fucking feeling it, then I'm not sending it. I don't need anybody to. And
you're coming from an era where it was. I mean, obviously, I watched a bunch of old shit of you. So I think at one point you said you were making like $15,000 a month, like from one sponsor, you know. And it's like that.
Doing Supermans. You know what I mean?
So you're coming from a different era, different element, different, where you were one of 3 notable names in BMX. I mean, essentially it was. I mean, you know. Interchange Hoffman, Mirra, you, Nyquist,
right?
You know, TJ Lavin, like you 5 dudes were like were BMX, and so it was a different world altogether where you're getting JBL audio giving you shit, you know, or kicker probably probably kicker, wasn't it?
Yeah, just anybody with anything. I mean. Just an outside, that's when.
So now, but it's a different time for you. So it's like I don't know. Well, I mean, I just think you got to find. I mean, and we're going definitely off tangent.
Well, I want to be like Mikey Aitken. You were gonna ask me about influences, and Mikey Aitken. You know, now that I think about it, it's like that dude could have learned whatever he wanted, but he just rode his bike off a feel. And he had so much.
Let's jump ahead because I have Mirra and I have Mikey queued up. But yeah, I mean, I asked for influences. You said Mirra. You said Aitken. I mean, you said a couple people. You said Rob Nolly. You know, like full spectrum.
And then, hey, that dude Devin said that.
Yeah.
Rob Nolly, dude, he just scored mad fucking points with me with that, bro. Because Rob Nolly was the first one that was doing 360 tail-ups on a spine 25 years ago.
And he still kills it.
And his bars were like mine now.
Yeah, and he still kills it. He's still out there killing it. I saw him ride like 2 months ago or something.
Obviously, this is like Dave Mirra's Rocky Balboa of our sport. Yeah. He is just the biggest beast of all time. He was doing shit so ahead of his time that, I mean, you were just in awe every time he was
like the first. This is a direct Losi quote, but he was the first athlete in BMX where he took it to a professional level where it was like cross training and he was able to push riding in that level of, obviously besides being a absolute talent.
You know, him as far as contest mentality, yes, all day long. That's the fucking guy. But, you know, as far as Mikey Aitken, in a sense, the total opposite, he just found a rhythm on his bike that he was good at, and he perfected in it, and that's kind of where I'm at now, too. Yeah. So, like, in my older age, like, I can do big tricks or whatever, but no one gives a fuck. Yeah. They really don't.
No, yeah.
So I could do just a steezy flow kick out run, and people
Are hyped.
love that,
Yeah.
dude.
And that's
And
why
I
it
post a
should be.
double flip, and people are like, "Good for you, bud."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, fuck the double flip.
Yeah.
Fuck all the big moves. Like, no one really cares. And I find myself enjoying bike riding. After all these decades, you have to like reinvent yourself, and so I'm constantly trying to keep myself psyched. And that just now I'm at a place where I can finally kick out like a real kick out on dirt. You know, What is it? Fucking left leg, wait, right leg forward. So left leg back. Now kick left leg out. Third bars out.
Yep.
Side back in.
Yep.
Couldn't do that my whole life, you know? And then I got that, and I'm like, that just gave me another 3 years of riding just to work that angle. It's all about leverage and angle, and everybody that makes fun of my bars, I'd make fun of my bars too, because they're forward.
Oh, they're forward.
I'm in
But that's not
Chicagoland.
nobody even gives a fuck about that anymore. I could show you
There's a
photos.
couple kooks, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. It's all about leverage, and it's about finding something to be psyched about. If you keep your bike set up like Nyquist, I don't know how the fuck he rides the same setup since 1997. His bike's this
He's still
low
on
to
a
the ground.
Bontrager in his head, basically.
But he's a machine. Like, he just knows
Yeah.
like pushing buttons. And for me, I had to like move my bars, my frame, my back ends, like just kind of keep moving things around.
But that's what I mean. Not that Nyquist is also progressing, but that's like that's your style of wanting to remain in it, you know. Where like, I mean, in a sense, Nyquist found his groove, and he's like, I'm Nyquist, and I'm just going to do my same setup. I'm not going to change. I'm going to throw extra bars, and this is what I'm doing. But you want to be like. You want to progress. You want to be loved in a sense too. You know.
I just want to be in the woods, roosting out, and having the bike control that I got now,
Yeah.
and that keeps me psyched on BMX.
Well, that's what I mean by being a lifer too. It's
Yeah.
Not that you're
Right.
at a contest.
Exactly.
Is that you're just going to be fucking 58, 59.
roosting
I guess,
around,
you know? Yeah.
right? And if you go to, I went to the East Coast, like I was telling you, and dude, there's guys out there like 45 years old, no shirts, beer bellies, fucking roosting 45-foot hips down a mountain. You're like, beers, there's like, fucking, I'm drinking, I'm like, dude, holy shit. Like,
Where they're actually like, hold my beer, son, and you're like, okay, Dad.
they were just pounding them, throwing them, and then, you know, but that's the thing, like, nobody even knows they're out there, you know? It's a lifestyle in the woods. It's different, and I wish, hopefully it comes back around, but those guys don't want exposure. Those guys like their piece. They don't have an Instagram. They're not posting, and I almost said this a couple times on my Instagram, but they're not like, look at my me. I'm a show off. I'm like, look what I fucking just did. I built this whole yard by myself. God damn it.
Yeah.
These guys are building more shit than me, like at Posh Caddy, especially Caddy.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, you've been there in a while?
No, not since we were actually there together.
Dude, it's like out of this world.
Caddy was the last set of jumps.
I
that
think
I'd ever jumped at.
they're more into their work than they are riding.
Yeah.
And
it's more. It's like it's an art piece.
it's they're artists.
Yeah.
They really are. And so I feel that craft too. And so I'm like, cool, I get it. Like, that's who I am. I ride dirt. All I want to ride is dirt. All I post on my Instagrams is dirt. I mean, that's what I do.
Whereas before you're making a long and low before in front of a heavy set or a step up just so you can learn shit.
Well, I'd be at a skate park contest trying to enter a park. I'm not a park rider. I'm not a vert rider. I'm not a fucking mega ramp rider. I ride dirt. I know that, and I just want to be good at that for however many years I can do it still. But
You bring up a subject. What do you think the state of dirt riding is? Is it? I mean, you said it's not as strong as it used to be. Are there new dirt riders, or are there just transition riders now?
I mean, the level of riding in general is so inspiring, and the BMX has just gone to a place where I would have never imagined.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know some of the people I'm talking about that are just magic tricks. And they're able to take it to whatever it is, as long as it catches air.
Yeah.
So dirt, if there's 2 jumps, you know, they're gonna do all their moves on it.
Yeah.
But that's not dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Dirt's trails. You need at least 12 jumps, and you need some hips, you need some rollers, you need some bike control, you need to look good on your bike. I mean, not necessarily like me, I love everybody's riding. It all inspires me, and I just you know, but whatever. But yes.
Aitken.
But there's certain people that just fucking know what they want to ride and ride it better than anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's where it's going in a sense, and that's why I kind of bring it up in the sense of like you hosted Nora Cup a couple of years back, I think in Austin, and gave away the Dirt Award, and then even since then, I feel like finding a top 5 dirt rider of the year.
Yeah,
it's hard to, you get Hucker, you got Matty, you got Clint. You got dudes like that. Peraza won last year, but arguably he didn't really ride that much dirt.
He won X Games and then won. I don't know how that.
So it's like, is there a dirt rider anymore?
That's our
Like, is there a big enough sample of dudes riding dirt?
This is dirt.
This
is fucking dirt. Look at them work the angles. Look at the leverage. Look at their easy tricks. But they're fucking beautiful. They're worth $1 million. And that's where it's at. If you're gonna do it where it looks good, because. And this guy's not doing one tail up the whole time.
Well, I mean, and then you get the opposite of the Toyota, the triple challenge thing, and then it's the guys that had a whip, and then you're like, did he do another
That's not
whip?
dirt. That's stunt. Those guys are stunting, man. They could have done they did it. They did it on a box jump. Yeah. They did it on a dirt, whatever, as long as they're catching air. But no, you need a rhythm section. You need some creativity. You need flow. Like this guy could ride anything though. He made fucking street look smooth. He looked like he was riding.
Made everything.
I mean, one of a kind, but that's also the thing, like, in our sport, man, as soon as you win a contest, you're a victim of your own success. Now you have to win the next one. And the minute you don't win, you're fucking forgotten about. Because it's this constant race. So I found a place in my career of riding, in my head, I'm just like, I'm just going to ride. And like X Games obviously is the only comp that I want to do.
Yeah.
And know that like, okay, well at least I'll make some money here going for it. The monster comp's like $3,000 for first. I'm not gonna, if I blow my knee out or break my fucking neck, that's like $1 million to cure me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for $3,000. And plus, no one's gonna give a shit if I won a contest on 2 jumps. Yeah. They want to see some fucking creativity. They want to see some beauty, and like Clint Reynolds, he makes things look smooth. Like you want to watch him ride, and so for me, that's what it is. If it's not making money, then if it isn't, too much risk and not enough money.
Yeah.
And
not that it's all about the money, but on that level, it is.
When I'm gonna drop in, and I'm thinking, well, and plus when I have kids now, I have a family. These people count on me.
Yeah.
Picking my kid up to school, going to the football game, giving my kids hugs. Steve Murray can't hug his kids. I mean, there's a lot of things people don't even think about, and they shouldn't. It's whatever. Stay in your zone and do your thing, be you, and that's great. But for me, I've been in the game so long, I've seen so much shit change for a human being, for something they loved, and so how much is it really worth it? Well, how much fucking money's on the line? Because if I get hurt, at least I was going for something.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to grow my name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't need to. I have nothing to prove. And I'm at a place where it's peaceful for me to actually enjoy riding my bike because I don't have anything to prove anymore.
And that's all exactly. And so when you look back in 21 years of being a pro, like what was, do you think your pinnacle in that sense? Like where a phase, was it that house that you and Steven had? Was it
my whole life.
Two chicks at the same time.
All of it. Like all of it. Like I'm so chilled out. Like I'm a homebody, I'm the best dad. I'm with my kids, and then I ride, and that's it. That's all I do. So people don't really they want to see the crazy guy, but I've already lived all that, and it's been great. Like nobody in BMX has lived that life that I have, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm still able to ride. It's fucking nuts. Like at some point, it's like, dude, stop pushing your luck. Like fucking stop pushing your luck. But then again, it's like, I'm able to ride a certain way because I've been riding so long. It's like I know.
When was last? You
know what I mean? The more you ride.
When's the last time you did double flip? Was it that one you posted
last year? I did one.
A year ago, right?
Yeah. But I can do shit. Just depends what mood I'm in. Like if I'm in a good mood and I'm feeling it, I can pretty much do anything.
Yeah, you were doing 3 flips at the Toyota thing and stuff.
I fell on one, but I had like 10 minutes of practice. But whatever. No, like I said, X Games is the only thing I really care about because there's money there, and it's a big deal, and my family, my kids can watch me. Like last year, probably the best year in a long fucking time because I was out of the X Games for like 12 years, and then it got brought back, and I wasn't in it, and I was watching people that, to be honest.
And that was because people were mad, like people were like, you're going to have a dirt event and not invite Cory, like. that people were legitimately mad that you weren't in it, and I felt like it was heard the one year or the year that it wasn't that you weren't in there, and then you got in.
Well, I was up at every morning like 6:30 in the morning doing 3 flips and just flip combos and just all my shit on my jump at 6:30 in the morning. So people were like, "This fucking guy is nuts." Yeah. But it's the only time I could ride because it's windy there. But so that helped me last year, and my boys love me, and I love them. You know, that ride dirt. It's kind of like a family. I don't know. It's different because every time you drop in, and it's like. This. Fucking good luck. It's fucking sketchy. But last year it was windy, so it was outdoors, windy. It was early, and and it was just came and gone. It was so fast. And you know what? A week later, nobody gave a fuck. Somebody came up and be like, "Yo, fucking, you see the X Games?" I was like, "Yeah, I kind of rode in it." They're like, "Oh, you did? Sick, bro." They don't even know. They don't even watch it. They miss it. It's like, whatever. Yeah. For my kids, it's all that mattered, and.
Well, you said recent influence. We skipped around a little bit. Recent influence was Dennis. So I just grabbed his down the street edit, which is all street. So
Dennis is fucking. He's the man. Look, I mean, look how he stands on his bike. Look how he fucking does the swan. Look how he.
You got a man crush on him, basically.
I've always had one on him, and and he likes me too. I mean, I've never been gay, but if I ever thought about it, I would probably want to be with him. Is that weird? Is that weird?
Nah, I mean, I feel you.
Nah, I just no, but no, he's just, you know what?
He's just good at everything. He's just good.
He just looks good on a bike, bro. Yeah. He's got that same fucking, that look.
We had this article idea. I mean, this is borderline like 6 years ago. Where we were talking about modern day versions of old school riders. So we went to McCoy and was like, "Who's the modern day version of you?" And he was like, Dennis. And we went to Volker and we're like, "Who's the modern day version of you?" And he's like, Dennis. And then everybody wanted to claim Dennis. We're like, well, this article's not gonna work. If everybody just wants to be Dennis, everybody's like, yeah, Dennis.
Yeah.
So
no, he's absolutely brilliant. I mean, he's the one.
Yeah. He is the one. Like straight up Matrix.
He can ride anything he wants, and you want to watch. Obviously. And these kids, he goes so fucking big, and I'm pretty sure I've never even seen him with a fucking sprained ankle.
Right?
It's like, the shit he does, it's like, okay, fine, you got this video part out of the way, and you escape from, fucking potentially murder, but he never gets hurt.
Yeah, and he's one of the dudes that is like...
no helmet.
We had the one year where he got nominated for Nora Cup in park, dirt, and street. He was the only. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe.
Look, dude.
Maybe Aitken would be the only one that could possibly do that. But yeah, I mean, Dennis is the only one.
And he's so cool.
Yeah.
He's so cool. He's humble as fuck. He don't give a shit. He's funny. He's just a man. He's like the San Diego. He's the California kid. I love him. He's got it all. I can't say enough about him. I wish he'd ride dirt more, just because. I mean, I feel like if he rode dirt more, everybody else would too.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
True.
He's a leader in that sense, but look, no falls, man.
Nothing. They don't even. Yeah.
No falls.
He doesn't like to show those. He likes the. I hope I'm not giving up the magician's story, but if he does get hurt, he don't tell nobody.
Knock on wood.
It's pretty funny.
I don't ever want to see him hurt.
Neither do I. So that is a recent one. So I did want to. This is a segment. This is a new idea specifically for you. It's called Name That Pro. So
oh, fuck. You got me. You knew. You set me up.
I just to show that I'm serious, and I want you to put real effort. I did bring some.
Oh, because I suck that bad, dude.
And I kept it honestly fair. I was like, he should know this.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be horrible.
So
can I take a piss real quick?
No, you can't. You're gonna go cheat somehow.
I can take my time.
Do you really have to go to the bathroom?
I do.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Welcome back. You're out of breath. I thought you were cross-training, dude. You can't run 80 feet to the bathroom? Oh, I forgot where oh, yeah, Name That Pro.
Fuck, this is gonna suck.
14 of them, I think. I think that's what I went with. So you have the potential of winning. We'll do $5 each one you get. So you have potential winning $90, but I only brought 60 because I kind of figured. So first one up, who is it?
Brian.
What's his last name?
Fox.
Oh shit! All right. Next. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's easy. Brian Foster. Where's my money?
Yeah, here you go. $10. I knew you'd get that one.
Garrett.
See, it's too easy.
Garrett
All right.
Reynolds. Oh, you're gonna. What are you
Let's
doing?
see.
Give me
Let's see.
someone I don't know. Ah, fuck. Hold on, guys. Is there a clock?
Yeah, I'll do a clock.
No,
I'll do
not.
I'll do it in my head.
Oh, so if I don't get it right, I give you money back?
Yeah,
this
we
is
can totally play it that way.
This is really, whatever.
That could work out great for me.
Tomatoes.
Be in debt, or you'll be in debt after it.
Wait, what's the time? We have a time?
I'll give it. Yeah, you're done. If you can't, you got 5 seconds.
Can I look at my Instagram?
No, you can't look at your Instagram.
He's fucking got like a 500,000 million followers. I know that.
Yeah,
and
well,
he lives in Austin. He's Chase Hawk's fucking good friend.
Apparently,
He's been on Mad Props. He used to live in the house with all the boys. His fucking name is. He rides a pink bike for Sunday. Does that count?
No. All right, that's it. No winner. The next one.
He's gonna kill me.
This is
for
my
that.
personal money.
He's
so
gonna kill me for
This
that.
is my personal money.
Oh.
Like no chance, basically, is what you're saying.
LaShawn.
No. You can keep it. You can keep it.
Sean. Fucking. No idea.
All right, keep going now. Alex Kennedy.
Pat Casey.
Pat Casey.
You get what?
Hey, I said I was keeping it fair. I wasn't gonna.
This is not. Vince Byron.
Shit. How the
These
fuck
are all
am
my
I allowed-
buddies.
All right.
Sean Burns.
Fuck.
Fucking little Aussie cunt.
Can you remember though?
He's gonna kill me.
Yeah, he is. He's not even gonna kill you. He's just gonna be super sad.
Oh, Trey Jones.
All right, I'm gonna need $5 back because here's a 10.
Dude.
Here's a 10.
Dude, I know those kids.
All right, Trey Jones loves you too, so
Yeah.
the-
He's a street rider, rides for bands. He was in the video. His name's fucking Tough Cunt.
Yep.
Can't
Next
do
one,
it. Can't
Dan
do it.
Lacey.
Dan Lacey. Sergio Leos.
You're doing better than I thought you would.
Oh, I ride with his dad.
Yeah, I know.
I can't give you his name. he's been at my jam. Oh, shit.
It was Justin Spree, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Dad's Todd.
Yeah. This guy, not a chance.
Brock Rayford.
I knew that.
Is there another one? Is that it? I still got $20. $40. You did
Dude,
good.
dude, this is gonna make me
You
look
did good. You did good. You did
This
better.
is gonna make me look like a complete asshole. Who's the dude from Austin? I couldn't remember his name.
Aaron Ross.
Ah, come on. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry, dude.
You knew everything about him.
I do. And then my guy from Aussie is fucking Jason.
Fuck. Sorry.
Watts.
Yeah, Watts.
Fucking. He likes the decade or whatever.
Yeah, he likes the decade.
Damn it.
Oh, that went so much better than I was expecting too.
Well, you gave me some fucking easy ones.
Well, yeah, I wanted it. I honestly wanted to keep it
To be
fair.
honest, it's the street riders.
Yeah.
If
those
you
are
noticed-
those are like upper echelon dudes that most people would know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
My bad.
hey, you still made $40.
Yeah.
That's my money too, so that's
Here.
you can. No.
Here,
Like, I
man.
just mean like you could. It's from me to you. So.
You're like, no, trust me, you need it. Here you go.
Oh man. I did. This is the polar opposite of that.
Jason Watts. God
Jason
damn it,
Watts.
bro. Come on.
Just pocket the money and move on.
That was funny.
Yeah. Steven, 10 years coming up since his fall.
Stephen Murray's got a book coming out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in it. He didn't pre-fruit it to me, which I'm super nervous about because me and him probably did the most gnarly things on earth together, and it's all in his book. And he read me 5 chapters and was like, "Oh, Nasty, I gotta go," right when it was chapter 6 where I'm in it. And so I gave him the permission anyway because, you know, it's his story, and it's one of a kind, and you know, and it helped him, you know, because, you know, think about it, he's in a chair all the time.
Yeah.
His kids are moving around real fast. He just moved to England. He's got so many things going on, but all mental.
Yeah.
So his mind's fucking, you know, and he's not on any drugs or any, you know, he's not on anything. So he's just dealing with life the way it is. Yeah. And the book gave him something to like think about.
Really channel everything in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And pull up these things. So he was telling me, and he's really excited about it. And the book launch is in June.
Like to coincide with the 10 years then, huh?
Is that it?
Yeah, because I think it'll be 10 years June 11th. I could have the date wrong. Oh, let's play the last. Ride UK's been doing this awesome series.
Glad you asked that.
Yeah, one Stephen Murray video a week.
Oh, cool.
Leading up until the 10-year anniversary.
Oh, cool.
So, super cool of them, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe that it's 10 years ago. Like, I mean, like June 27th.
I don't know how many people in BMX are like in it, you know, and have a best friend and go like 10 years of like highs and lows and drugs and hookers and just Mercedeses and mansions and just try to control, like being on top of your sport at the same time as trying to be in control and the man at the nightlife.
Yeah.
And we balanced that pretty damn well.
Yeah.
But then he broke his fucking neck, and it kind of it was like someone hit the pause button, and I, you know, when I took a look over, for me it was like, you know, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with, man. You know, because we were so alike, and we were shooting for the same goals year after year, and we loved riding bikes, and we pushed ourselves in every way. But for him, it stopped, and for me, it kind of kept going because I had these sponsors, and that's who we are. That's who I am. And to keep being who I am with the reality of like, bro, this is the worst case scenario that can happen, and it's right in your face. Like, it's your best friend. Like, take a look at that. And so, and I've said this before.
So your eyelids peeled open.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, I mean, I love BMX. Obviously, we do. Every BMXer that pushes it at the level we do, you know, we don't think about it, but we love it that much to where, at all consequences, we're gonna go for it. Yeah. And, you know, and that's just who we are as BMXers. That's why I love everybody in BMX that kills it, because, you know,
even the names you can't remember.
I do. But there's so many badasses now too. Like, even on Instagram, I follow like 1 million people, and I just, you know, everything blends in after a while. Yeah. I don't even know. Everybody's wearing the same clothes, fucking, you know. But so that, you know, but everybody's heard me talk about Steven before, and he's my fucking motivation, and just at this point now, I just.
But I think it's important because I think a lot of people that, you know, especially on our YouTube, may not have been riding BMX for 10 years. They don't know that this dude went from winning Gravity Games and winning X Games and being on the top of it. I mean, I think in that video he talks about he made $100,000 in 2 weekends at 2 events.
Yeah.
And he was getting matches on things. So it was like he won 50 grand, he won $100,000 because that was the game back then.
And I'll be honest, as a rider, like when you're making a lot of money, your sponsors are counting on you, a lot of pressure. But when they give you the heat, like, listen, you're not really brandable, you're not really marketable, so you need to win.
Yeah.
Or there's no more deal. And that's how these sponsors are these days. Like, are you marketable or are you winning?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like a marketable. Cory Nastazio, I have a name. It's like, fucking still kills it. Great. Let's keep him on the team. But for like other riders, like, they have to podium.
And that's kind of that kind of was the deal with Steven. I mean, it is.
And it was, and so
because he was down for a little while.
It's in the book.
Yeah.
He'll tell you in the book. Yeah. But like a little gist of it is, batters gave him some heat. You know, he's like, I don't like what you're doing off the bike. It's becoming too much, and I just think we need to, whatever. And there was a Dew Tour like the next weekend. He was like, oh yeah, let me show you. So he went into it like proving like I'm gonna go so big whether I'm feeling it or not. And that's what I was telling you with me. It's like, bro, I'm smart enough, wise enough. I've been around so long that like when it's right, it's fucking right.
And learned from that too, obviously.
You know, I've been around so much shit that my mind kind of has to be like, okay, well, and whatever. So Batters gave him some heat, some pressure, and so he wanted to prove to him, and then he broke his neck. And so when the sponsors back you up into a corner, it's like fuck, man, I still got to pay my bills. I want to ride a bike for a living, and you start trying, over trying, and you can get seriously hurt. Yeah. And I watched it happen. Yeah. And I'm whatever. So, but Dave Mirra, like, can we jump to him real quick? Yeah. Dude, I haven't talked about Dave Mirra. I haven't posted one photo. I haven't said anything on social media. Like I've kept it real quiet because I don't have any fucking words for it, man. I mean, we're talking about. I mean. We're talking about
hero. He's everybody's hero,
right? And there's no word. I had him on my radio show. It was like me and you right now, and then a year later he committed suicide. And there wasn't one. It'd be like me and you having this conversation. Life's good. I just have my kids. I'm still killing it. Life's great. I love BMX. And then fucking next year I go shoot myself in the head. Yeah. It's like you'd be like, whoa, I was just sitting with him. Everything was great. Well, that's what happened with me and him. And when I saw, I was just like why, like how, like all these things and I'm just sad that, that he's gone. Yeah. And there's no words for it. I'm truly sad and I just, and I really couldn't get over it. I was almost mad that he did that.
Yeah.
I was kind of mad. And I was just like, fuck that, man. Like
it's a hard situation because you have to tiptoe around it because it's like suicide's called like the most selfish thing you can do, because you're hurting everybody else around you, but it's obviously it wasn't within his control. Obviously, it wasn't. I don't think he was in the right state of mind. But yeah, I mean, I had the same thing. We had him out for Newark up to that year,
right?
A couple months. I mean, 5 months, 4
Happy
months.
As shit.
Hung out with him, had phone calls with him. We talked about doing something. Really, he was so hyped on Newark up. He built his vert ramp again. I guess. His vert ramp got.
Was he gonna ride again?
His vert ramp got built again. He didn't specifically build it, but it was in North Carolina, so he was pedaling a little bit. And we talked about like doing something potentially, but like conversation kind of went a little south. And so like when it all happened, I was like, like some backward. I've never talked about this either, but backwards way. I'm like, man, what if we like gave him that outlet to like ride BMX? Like it could have changed something. I don't know, And that was like my internal like little battle that I had as well. And then I finally had to come to realize like, 1,000 different things could have happened.
We'll never know.
Like it's not.
We'll never know.
It's not the burden of anybody. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's.
I'm having a hard time when it was his birthday. I think everybody on Instagram was like, "Happy birthday, Dave! We love you!" Like, I'm like, I have nothing to say. Like, no happy birthday. No fucking. It's been 1 year since he died. Like, I'm like, I'm still in denial. Like, I'm waiting to see him on his road bike. Pushing his daughter out on his motorcycle. Like, and I couldn't imagine. But for me, as a dad, and I've been on, I've been on like drugs. I made a lot of money. I was partying in my accomplishments, and I was fucking just running it. And then I got depressed, and then I hit rock bottom, and then I lost my girl, and then all this shit happened. And there were so many times where I could have been like, well, fuck this. Yeah. But when you have kids now, it's like no matter what, you got to stick around. Yeah. So for him to do that, just for him being my hero, it was like.
Yeah.
It was like a
very unhero thing to do.
Yeah. And but I love Dave, and if he can hear us now, God bless, brother. But yeah, I never talked about that. I didn't have anything to say, and then that's it. That's from my era.
Yeah.
I grew up. When he was in my radio show, it was like he was psyched on road biking. I think what happened was he always wants to be the champ at something. Like he didn't touch his bike, not even in the park for a minute, because if he wasn't leading up to it, like winning a contest or had a goal, it wasn't worth it for him. Yeah. So he was just on that road bike, and I don't know if he was going to be fucking like the next Lance Armstrong or what, but I don't know if that was satisfying enough for him mentally. Yeah. And who knows? But it's a sad loss, and
that's. I mean, oh, cool. Yeah, I mean that's there's a psychological thing there with being champion and being at the top of the game, and then trying to replicate that euphoria.
I guess
euphoria
so.
or that
I mean, that's
that feeling
really
stuff
competitive on some other shit. Like,
stuff
I'm
that I
pretty
will never
competitive, but
understand.
bro, it's got to make a little bit of sense. And then there's Scotty Cranmer.
Yeah, which is a freak thing, you know.
You know, and I think, God, he is unbelievable.
He's spirit on another level, obviously. Like, you know,
Unbelievable. Like, I think he's gonna be riding fucking X Games probably in 3 years. I mean, that's his goal probably.
Yeah.
He's so strong-headed. He's so strong-minded. He's more of a man than I'd ever be. I mean, if I was in the situation and I took a crash like that, I would be a big fucking baby.
Yeah.
I would be a baby. I'd want to talk to nobody. I want to do no interviews. I don't care. Like, even when I got in a car accident, I almost died. It was like people weren't trying to see me and this and that, and I was like, keep him out.
Yeah.
Keep him away from me. Let me fucking figure out my shit. Let me, like,
It's
this
got-
works, okay? Like, give me a sec.
yeah, because you don't want to be shown vulnerable. You don't want to be shown weak.
Right.
And the transparency that he has on his YouTube channel, the skull thing,
I
and all
mean-
that stuff, like that is a type of strength.
Unbelievable.
A type of strength that is not possible for
Right.
for me at
Right.
least. You know,
Right.
It would,
Right.
It's
So-
crazy, and it's amazing that he has the YouTube. I think really is his focus, and not in his focus, his how am I trying to say it? Like it's keeping him going in
Right,
a lot of ways.
right,
that
right.
He has this thing.
Yeah.
And he has a crazy group of friends that are in it with
Yeah.
him. You know, so
Yeah,
it's-
he's got some good friends. They're right there with him, but just who he is in general. So all these people, you know, and then when Mikey Aitken got hurt, you know,
Yeah.
it's like, you know,
BMX
it's
has taken some knocks.
bro,
you
I've
know, like,
watched
yeah.
this fucking, you know, but that's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
It's so fast paced that there's so many new people. There's so many amazing people that ride. Like, everybody's just doing their thing. But for me, it's like I've sat back and I've watched for 25
Yeah,
years.
you've been there the
and
whole
there's
time,
just
yeah.
so
Yeah.
much shit.
And and I'm sure people were getting hurt in whatever 95 too, whatever the Jeff dude, I'm blanking on it, but it just didn't get pushed out there as much, you know. It wasn't, the spotlight wasn't on it because social media, everybody can see everything and keep up with how somebody's
You're
doing
right.
and everything like that. So it's so prevalent now.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just it feels like, can't we just catch a break? You know, like Chad Osborne's GoFundMe is going on right now and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and supposedly he's fine. You know, thankfully.
And the racers too.
Yeah, and the racer Sam and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. And it's just, you know, I mean, but
That's
bad shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's.
But I don't ever remember it being this, I mean,
Yeah.
close to my world.
Yeah.
You know? But whatever. These guys are all my role models.
Yeah.
And but they've also they've also kind of changed me a little bit as far as, like, you know, not being like, when you ride at this level, the level that I'm riding at,
Yeah.
like, you got to be smart.
Yeah.
You got to do practice. You got to go to bed early. You got to eat right. You got to work out. You got to take a fall. You
And
really got
and
to
you have
fucking
to know when to do it and when not to.
and that's humongous,
Yeah.
right? So that's just it, you know. And luckily, my sponsors, Vans and Rockstar, you know, they've been taking care of me. Otherwise, I would have been gone, you know, years ago. These guys
Yeah.
have supported me to make me able to even keep pushing myself and be where I'm at today. And
Not many dudes have been able to be a professional rider for 22 years. So even if you have a side hustle now, it's like, it's incredible the life you've led. Even people like Gary Young and I are great friends, so we talk about this shit all the time.
Uh-huh.
People aren't supposed to have. You're not supposed to be a professional rider for a decade.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be like
surfers
you know?
get away with it though.
Yeah, but a few of them,
Right?
Yeah. Not all of them. Few BMXers get away
Yeah.
with it too. You know, like Van Homan, Doyle,
Yeah.
Gary. Like, there's those dudes that
There
just
you go.
transcend a generation in a sense.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder who's older out of all of us. You just mentioned probably me.
Probably.
I'll be 39 in fucking 10 days. But yeah, no, that's it, man. It's just it's been
And supposedly we could be working together on a Rockstar project soon.
you.
Us, yes.
Oh, cool.
So that could be good. So
Hell yeah.
that'd be awesome.
We need that.
Yeah,
We need some
so-
more of that. But yeah, no. It's all good. It's my world, and I'm happy to belong in a place to where I've really truly enjoyed, like, the life I've picked.
Yeah.
And I've done, like I said, I've always,
No regrets.
no regrets. Like, dude, like, you kidding me? Like, I'm happy with where I'm at today, and I'm still able to, I couldn't be more thankful, man.
Awesome.
And that's just really it, man. So, we'll keep pushing forward. And
I love you. Thank you.
Why?
I'm just messing with you.
You know, but yeah. We'll try to keep it going. You know, digging though these yards. I mean, I think I'm gonna sell my house up north. This is like probably the last year. I'm gonna sell that house, get rid of it, and then move somewhere, build another compound. Temecula maybe. Yeah. Just so I'm like 20 minutes from the beach at least. Still. Yeah. Even San Diego, but that's it. Yeah, just tear that down and get out of there. Because when Steven got hurt is actually when I moved out there and started using the foam pit more because. Like I said, these kids, they're born like, you know, like Ben, don't name thing. Nick Bruce, yeah. Like Nick Bruce, he's one of those kids that's just jumped on the scene 2 years ago, and can fucking do anything, on anything, and it's just a different form of learning curve. For me, I need to like practice, and he just fucking shows up and sends it.
But
a lot of these kids, they don't even have it. When we were at the contest this year, early in the year, every kid that was doing gnarly ass shit would land their fucking move and not even have any kind of expression. Nothing. Like, bro, when I land something, you know, fucking awesome that I knew was pretty damn scary, I'm fucking like, hell yeah, fuck yeah, woo! Like, you guys, fuck yeah, like. And it's not like that no more. People are doing fucking shit. I don't even know what the name of it is, and they're just like shitty face going by me. And I'm like, you need to stop and fucking be happy real quick. And they're like, oh, you're so funny, man. I'm like,
no, I'm serious. Though.
What's going on? Like,
it's funny because I watch those videos and you're in the background going, like you're hyped when those dudes land it, more hyped than they are. You know, like
it's not how good you are. It's how long you can be good for.
Yeah.
So
true.
If the kids would appreciate the time when they're landing these big tricks, because you never know when it's your last day.
That's true.
So fucking appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Let's do some questions.
Okay.
Instagram questions.
Sorry for getting serious on you guys.
This is a very serious episode. Too.
My personality, I used to try to use that, but fuck that thing. I just want to ride bikes.
BMX F-Tar-E, I don't know. Been riding a long time. Ever thought of a book? Mirra and Hoffman's were awesome. I'd read yours. I think yours, you'd have to put like at least like an R rating on it. Some sort of like 50 Shades of Nastazio.
The problem is I can't fucking remember.
I was curious about that.
Seriously.
But you could, you know.
I grew up with the kids' pictures you were showing. But the African American with the dreads, he was brand new to me. Never even seen him before.
Alex Kennedy, amazing on a bike. I'll show you. I'll text you a video.
The homie from Austin and Watts.
Yeah.
I should have known. Yeah.
It's all right. But a book could be good.
Maybe if they.
Losi wrote Mirra's. Well, you could get somebody that is of sound body and mind to do some investigating, jar the brain cells a bit.
I have to call my old. Remember that girl Kimmery?
Yeah, Kimmery. Yeah.
Kimmery. Yeah. She
was
knows
around.
It all.
Yeah.
She can write it for me.
Yeah, that would be good.
But Justin Cosman asked me if I wanted to write a book, and I'm like, you know what? At this point, it's like, not really. I want to ride my bike and fucking take care of my kids.
Yeah, do it later.
You know? But no, there's money there. Cory, we need to, like, anybody offers me, like, even this interview today, like, I didn't know what it was.
Well, you made $40.
You're like, it's an interview.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. The last thing I want to do is talk about me anymore. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Lavin's got this new fucking thing.
He's doing,
So I drive up to Vegas to ride his yard, makes me ride a full face. I'm all squirrely in a full face. I'm like, fuck this. And I didn't want to talk about me. And so he sits me down, he gets me, and he's like, real quick, Nasty, so this is chilling with Lav. And he's like, so tell me about the party days.
Oh, yeah, he wants the dirt.
And I was like, do you even fucking know me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm at football practice fucking 5 days a week. Yeah. I'm in bed by 8. Like,
I have a kid that can watch this now.
I have nothing cool to tell you.
Yeah.
And so I kind of went on this rampage and I kind of lost it. And then he was like, okay, bro. And then I was like, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some cigarettes. And I fucking left and I never came back. And I think he's mad at me. He hasn't returned my call yet. So, TJ, I'm sorry. I will drive to your house and I will give you that interview because, yes, you deserve that from me. But
his appearance fee is $40.
Seriously, man, I just hate talking about myself. It's fucking dumb.
Well, more back to you talking about yourself. The Jib Spot wants to know, describe your experience riding dirt using 3 words only. Because it was going to be a middle finger if I did that. So.
Genuinely love riding. What?
There you go. Perfect. Nathan T. Sykes, one of your boys.
What'd he say?
He says, "What is one of your proudest moments in BMX? Like, what's your grandkid story? Like,
proudest moment in BMX?
Yeah.
Was when I went to fucking the East Coast last year and got through every line at Caddy and every line at Posh fucking first go.
Hell yeah. Was it when we went
everywhere I went, first go, every line they had. Never jumped off. That's fucking huge.
The most hyped you've been the entire thing.
Dude, it was fucking like the coolest thing ever. Because I remember going
Wait, for every single one.
I followed a local,
yeah,
but I never pulled off.
Wow.
Every line, every spot, first go.
Wow.
Fucking highlight of my life.
Were you feeling the pressure on the last one? Like you're like, fuck, I did all of them. I needed.
Nobody gives a shit.
Posh, especially at Posh. Posh is hard. Posh is gnarly.
Because of speed and this and that, but I just followed like the local,
yeah,
and we got it every fucking,
yeah.
And that was like my whole. That's like seriously the coolest thing I think I've ever done. Just fucking like not knowing shit about this rhythm and what it's gonna do to you, or the speed of the hill, or the lip, or anything, and fucking making it through. I mean, I was so psyched. It was me and like this dude I don't even know, so nobody cares, but I was happy.
At Biz Jordan wants to know, what's your craziest Chris Duncan story?
My craziest Duncan story was probably, God, there's so many of them. He's such a fuck. No, there's no weird ones. That's one of my friends that just kind of pushes me to where I've had to choke him out probably like 10 times in our life. Like literally, like he just pushed it where I just like grab him by the neck, choke slam him, and fucking like almost kill him. And just let him know that I'm stronger. Don't fuck with me. I will fucking kill you. And he doesn't care.
Yeah,
he'll try me again.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, nothing's changed. Bam, you know? Because he just fucking, he's out
habitual
there.
line stepper.
He'll say shit to me. He'll text me shit and be like, you fucking piece of shit. You fucking think you know, and I want to tell you the truth about fucking that fucking, and he'll just, like I killed his mom messages, and it's because I didn't call him back. And he'll just like punch me. I'm like, bro, I'm going to fucking kill you next time I see you. You know?
Yeah.
And we've been doing it all our lives, you know? So anyways, now he's out there. I love Chris, but he's a bit much, man. I'm laid back these days.
Yeah, he's an interesting one.
You follow him?
No.
Gets weird out there.
Yeah, he focused on me for a little while, but...
Oh, did he come at you?
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Yeah, of course he did. I got photoshopped into some things.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Let's see. What's the real Russ Edelman wants to know, what's the backstory on how you ended up on the X Life, and that's the VH1 TV show that you had with. And second follow up. You still tight with PLG and Twitch?
I am.
So you've had a couple of jaunts with television over the years.
I have.
How does that come about? Is that just
you know what? Opportunities came for TV stuff and reality shows and radio shows and fucking hosting events and this and that. And to be honest, like that's great. You know, if it comes and there's money involved, then I'll fucking do it. But my fault, like me now is just like I'm straight, just fucking ride BMX, fucking and ride dirt, build dirt, travel, ride dirt, take care of my kids, watch them grow up, and be happy. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything with my personality. I don't want to try to be anything except for a fucking bike rider.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You're content.
And I'll work a regular job. I don't give a fuck.
It seems like you don't really even care for social media stuff. You post some riding things, but your Twitter account is basically like kind of hating on social media, which is always funny.
What do you mean?
You're like you say stuff like, fuck, you're just like, I don't know. You just say like Twitter's stupid and
no.
Like I remember that's what it is. Like I used to have 30 friends and I would just call them and we'd talk. And
right. It's just it's ridiculous, you know. But I don't even comment because, like I said, nobody gives a fuck about what you're saying.
Yeah.
So when I post a photo of me riding, why the fuck do I need hashtag every fucking sponsor that gives me a pair of underwear. And you know what? This trick felt really good today. My extension was fucking beyond belief, and I am fucking really psyched. And nobody gives a fuck, bro. Shh. Like on the profile of your fucking page, I could be like, oh, Nord Cup champ, 2 years, X Games silver, X Games fucking, oh, I'm fucking, dude, I'm fucking, it's a...
Just flexing the whole time.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
You know? So it's all good. So I just post a writing photo and I don't say shit.
No.
You know, as soon as I say something, people are like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and that's, we put yourself out there. Yeah.
I feel you.
It's weird these days because people get, you get trolls and people just get off on actually, they don't even disagree with you, but they'll just disagree with you just to see if you respond.
I'll be honest, on social media, like Instagram, for
listening,
instance, like Instagram's the only I know how to do, but fucking,
and then,
you just post a picture. But I have so many nice fucking people, man.
Yeah.
Like I know who likes my shit. I'm sorry if that seems creepy, but like I know the people that genuinely love me, and I fucking love them, and I never not like their photo. There are so many dudes that view my shit that are my fucking homies. View my shit galore. None of them are on my photos liking anything.
I do that too. I just scroll and don't like anything. So.
But it depends. I always like your shit. You're in like a garage. I see a fucking hood of a car. I'm like, fuck yeah. Don't even know what he's doing. He's doing something. That's my boy. And that's just respect. And
I got you. I like that mentality though. Like, hey, I see you.
That's
I see
it.
you.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
we
could be dead tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, life is short, man.
That's true.
There's no need for all that.
It's funny because even when I first started at Ride, we'd send out those news emails, like gathering news for the magazine, basically before YouTube, and even existed, I think. And you would send an email back, and it would just be like, call me and put your phone number.
And me?
Yeah. And that was like, you did not want to send an email, but you're like, basically, you wouldn't even say I have news. It's not what it's about. You would just call me and list your phone number, and then
I'm getting a little better. I bought a computer like that.
Yeah.
I fucking can check. I mean, I can really can't do too much. I can watch YouTube videos.
Yo Navaz says, one thing y'all won't be talking about is Feeble. There's no question here, but I'll just turn it into a question. When was the last time you did a Feeble?
I love Supercross. I love motorcycles. I love dirt. I am so influenced by fucking a dirt bike in the dirt that I don't even know what anything's happening on, because I'm a dirt guy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. No,
I appreciate the shit out of everybody that's killing it and doing all the tech moves. But there's this new guy. Let me drop his name. His name's Vic. You know what I'm talking about, from New Jersey?
Baum.
He's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
He is great.
Yeah. See, I did see that on your Twitter too. You were.
He's great, but he's a racer.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, have you
he's
seen
sick.
him ride street?
Yeah, he's sick. Yeah.
So the combination between racer with racer steez plus some, he just looks brilliant on the bike. And then he can fucking jump in with his homies at the skate park and do fucking free coaster, fucking everything, anywhere, on anything.
Yeah.
So the fucking...
I think he sweats you too, because he basically looks just like you.
He tattooed his name on my leg.
Did he?
I gotta tattoo mine on his. Yeah. So I owe him that too. He's like, he did his best friend. I saw him on his face. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's sick. He's like, you want me to do you? I'll do you right now. And he fucking Cory, and he just put an N because he had to go. So it just says Cory N. He's got to finish it. But and I'm a fan.
And he's from Florida.
Is he?
I
thought he was from Texas, New Jersey. So I'm a fan of his just because of just his bike control.
Yeah.
And he's just outgoing and he's funny.
Yeah.
He
doesn't seem to give a fuck. Like, he got banned or whatever for fighting or something like that. And so he's like,
awesome,
fucking, I'm gonna be a pro
he came out here to ride with the Colt crew and this and that, and there were so many spots, because I guess in the street game, like, you can't go to a spot if somebody else shot on it.
Yeah.
Or there's like a time.
Yeah, there's etiquette.
Or this or that. Yeah. So he's like, man, I fucking came out here just to fucking get some clips and shit. He's like, but fucking everybody in California, I can't ride that spot. I can't go there. I can't. I'm like, fuck this, I'm going home. And I'm like, oh, so it's like that. And he's like, dude, it's fucking ridiculous. And I'm like, so no, I'm a big fan of that kid's. Yeah, he can ride dirt really good too. Like, he's, I don't think he's got brakes.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been in my house yet, but he went through FOD first. We just rebuilt the yard. Nobody's even went through it. Nobody even knew who he was. I invited him. First time I met him in person.
How are you spontaneously bleeding right here?
Oh shit.
What did you?
I'm picking scabs. Anyways, mad bike control, mad personality, and he loves women, and he fucking. I'm a big fan. What the fuck? Who did that?
Oh, that was me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, sorry.
What am I doing? What is that? Narrow brain psychology.
That was potential one of the backgrounds, but yeah, I saw you came up on the airdrop, so I just sent you something anyway. But yeah, let's end it. You got anything else?
I appreciate you, Ryan, for inviting the first dirt jumper on this.
Thanks, Cory.
New mission of yours, yeah. And big fan of yours. And ride's always been the best. And fuck yeah, kids, keep ripping and be safe. Fuck yeah. Boom. Yo, Nasty Dog chillin'. Make sure you guys subscribe to ridebmx.com. #1. Chill.